Welcome back to the Clay County Fair. Today we got the beef show starting in just a couple minutes, round robin contest starting at 12, buddy show at 1:30, and then the fashion review at 3. Look like they're getting the kids ready. Some other stuff we got. We have a Sarah Wood interview, our corporate sponsor, Hy-Vee Vermilion.
Hello and welcome to Hy-Vee Vermilion, our corporate sponsor of the Clay County Fair. I'm with manager Sarah here, and first of all, Sarah, how are you doing today?
Doing great.
And Hy-Vee Vermilion, you've decided to be a sponsor of the Clay County Fair. We're going to be streaming it on 5-Star Streaming. Could you tell me why you were interested in being a part of this?
Yeah, so just being involved in the community is definitely important to us. Just something that we wanted to get involved with, that we hadn't been involved with before.
And you already hit it. You said, being involved in the community, this is a local event. Why is it important to be involved locally?
It's just something, being in Hy-Vee, we've always, strived to be involved locally, get to know our community, get to know the members, and just have that relationship.
And could you tell me your favorite part about these county fairs? It could be the food, the music, the animals. Any part of it your favorite?
Yeah, anything to do with the kids. I just love seeing kids being able to get out, show their animals or be part of the pageant. Whatever it is, just seeing them out having fun and getting involved.
Absolutely, and like you said, it is fun just seeing them because some of these kids, they just absolutely love it. And they're really good. They're really talented. It's impressive. And while I've got you, could you just tell me about, everything? Tell me about Hy-Vee here in Vermilion, what you got, why somebody should come here.
Yeah, so, Hy-Vee, we're all about making lives easier, healthier, happier. So just some of the things we're doing, we have our new, convenient sandwiches, we have our shortcut fruit program, anything that we can do to make your life easier, add on the healthy part, obviously, and then leave with a smile is what we strive for.
And so thanks so much, Sarah, for the talk. Thank you for being a sponsor of the Clay County Fair. We couldn't do it without you, and we really do appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Well, we start out with a high-quality class of heifers here. Start the show. I'm going to start this class with the Charolais heifer to my left here. She's a long-sided, big bone heifer. She's blown apart within her ribs. She's deep in her flank. And I like the way she's built through her front third. She's really attractive up through that brisket, up through her neck. Second place is going to be this Hereford heifer here. I just like to blow her apart a little more. I'd like to deepen her out in her leg. I'd like to get her a little wider in her hips and then she's got enough weight for her to make. She's more than pretty enough. But I'd like her to be a little more mature and get a little more to her for today's show. So, first and second place, give her a round of applause.
All right, Nick Lindstrom, first place, Katie Delhoff is second. If we can just keep you guys out here after the show, we'll do the overall. Next up, we're going to have the baby music here next. We're going to have Jackson Miller and Miles Lindstrom.
another really good class on the steer end. We're going to start this class with a Charolais steer over on the left side. Heavy muscle steer, long-sided. You get behind this steer, you really like the way he moves and he tracks. He doesn't get out in front of himself. He'll grow up and easily flash the steer. A really, really high quality. I'm excited to see what he's like when he's older. Second place here in the class, we got the Greener steer. He's another long-sided, high-quality steer. He just needs a little more feed to keep up with the one ahead of him, a little more maturity. Excited to see what he does in the future as well.
First place goes to Mount Lindstrom, purple, Jackson Miller, second place purple, and then Mason Katie's in the last class with jet purple. So now we're going to bring back in all four again, and this will be for the overall baby beef and reserve baby beef. While he's judging, we'd like to thank the sponsors. Without them, this could happen. Like the kids showing, Blake Body Shop, appreciate that. Special thank you to Titan Machinery and Taylor O'Connor Construction, running rifles, doing buckets we have today, Tractor Supply running, for donating the wood chips, and then Chuck and Dory Downey donating the barn for the horse show. Appreciate that very much. And everybody who's behind the scenes can't do it without family and volunteers. So appreciate all that.
Well, for overall, I think I'm going to have to start off with the two Charolais that led both the heifer and steer classes. I'm going to lead off with the overall baby beef with the steer. He's a powerful, heavy muscle steer. He's big bone. He tracks really well, and he's really attractive from the side. He holds his head and neck up really well. In reserve, I'm going to go with the heifer. She just is not quite as powerful. She's just as attractive as the heifer from the side. And overall, a really high quality pair of calves. So, Grand on the steer, reserve on the heifer.
That would be Miles Lindstrom, Grand, and then Rick Lindstrom, reserve champion. We'll get this cleared out. We're going to go right into the Angus breeding effort. We need Creighton Long, Paisley Carter. We'll be two in that class. A lot of stuff going on today. We got the gem dinners going on at 7 tonight. The game's open at 5. I think we got beer gardens and food there. Pie auction, 4 p.m. today. All proceeds go to the Clay County Youth Trust Fund for local scholarship. We also have a car show, salsa contest, pedal pool, carnival tournament, Chasing the Forest Club salary, and I think it might be around that $30,000. I think you get half of that, so that's a good thing. Great Plains Zoo, Summer with Mobile, Waterland Free, and my demo version. So, another thing, future reference, September 56, Ridge Rock, the goal will be in Monday.
Getting started on breeding heifers. Really excited for the breeding shells with all these things this good throughout. I'm going to start the class here with the bigger heifer, just because only for the instance she's more mature. You look at the way she walks, she's got more capacity. She carries herself really, really well. She tracks true and square. You get behind her, and she drags away from you. She stays in a straight line the whole time. Her front end, she's as feminine as you can make it up to that front third, and from a profile view, she's pretty sweet. This second heifer, I'm really, really excited for her future. She's just as good, if not going to be better than that other one when she gets older. She's just not mature enough for me today. I think, come around the state fair time, come maybe next year as a yearling. That's a really high quality heifer, and I'm excited for her in the future. So, first and second place here again, give her a round of applause.
I'd like to appreciate that. Kaylee with purple partner first, and Great Wall with purple second. Next up, class Golden is Kenya and G Hybrid breeding heifers. March Junior yearling heifer, Golden Cassidy will be next up.
Well, I think for this class, we got a key heifer here that is an example of a sound-based functional heifer. She's full grid. She's square her hocks, her hooks and pins. You get it through that front third. She holds her head and neck really well. And maybe like the heifer this, just a touch compared to the one in the class before, but otherwise it's a high quality heifer here. The oldest, by far the oldest grid heifer we've seen today. So with that, we'll give you 50 purple on this class.
I want to appreciate Holden, purple. Next up, we're going to go into Hereford Green Heifer, early summer yearling heifer, and that will be shown by Miles Lindstrom. I want to just show how much this gives you young and how we can control an animal. And the beef prices are good, and it's a great thing. And maybe they'll break even this year, so that's all I'm going to say. Seems like everybody we do is about to like overshot. Beautiful animal, they work hard out, and it shows.
As we start out the Hereford part of the breeding show, we get started with another really high quality heifer, proportional big heifer here. I'd like to maybe drop her like just a touch, but other than that, you can't ask for a prettier Hereford. When you get behind her and she tracks, she's the best tracking heifer in the field so far. And once you get around the claws, another really nice heifer.
So we have Miles Lindstrom with a purple on the Hereford Green heifer. Next up, we're going to have the Yankee Green heifer, Avery Carter, Sebastian.
Really impressive heifer. That's I think ready to turn out and makes them equally as high quality babies. This is a really cool heifer when you get her on the side. She walks because she holds her head and just like she's standing right now. You don't get a lot of heifers that do that. They like to drop their head when they start to walk. And this heifer is about as pretty and effective as you're going to get and you're going to see anywhere you go. Purple ribbon here, high quality heifer for Gabby.
Thank you very much, Casey Carter, for the purple. Next up, we're going to go into the short-horn breeding heifer. We're going to have Colt Carter. This is the early junior yearling heifer.
Well, typical breed tank. One of the prettiest heifers in the whole show. My problem with this heifer really comes when you get to it from her ribs back. I'd like to blow her apart more in her hips and pins. I'd like to drop her just a touch in that flank and give her just a little more capacity. But other than that, another really high quality heifer.
Appreciate that, Colt Carter, for the purple. Next up, we're going to have Holden Cassidy. He's going to be the Seminole breeding heifer, early junior yearling heifer. Once again, we got the Derby night, always a big time. Beer garden, food, auctioning at 4 p.m. The pie auction goes to a good cause. Watermelon trees, they're going to draw for the Chase the Four Clubs, or whatever it's called, and big money there. So stick around, always something to do here today.
Much more honored to take one for the class before. Another really high quality heifer. She'll be another purple rib today. No, I'd like to maybe clean her up in the front end, elevate that chin just a touch. Some more similar ones before, but other than that, from her front end back, she's about as well made as any of them here today. So another good purple rib, give him a round of applause.
That would be Holden Caskey with a purple. Next up, we're going to go into the percentage Central breeding heifer. And Callie Jossie, I think, sorry if I pronounced it wrong, will be up next. Ms. Brown, this is Callie Gussie, and I apologize for your last name, Gussie.
One other purple rib in the class. We got a really functional heifer here. She's really hard to pick apart. She gets away from me. She's attractive as any on the move. She's deep locking, both rib. Real square hips and pins, and when she gets on the move, she's able to hold all that together and doesn't fall apart. Another really, really high quality heifer. Give her a round of applause.
Very good. Callie Gussie with a purple. Next up, we're going to have commercial breeding heifers. We got JC Phoenix and Haley Phoenix.
quality pair of heifers in the ring there, and it was tough to come down to it and split the pair. Two different class of kind. We're going to start the class here with the black heifer in front of me. Really, really nice heifer. She's got a lot of capacity. She almost to the point that you think she was maybe fleshy, but then that's why I had to walk up and handle her. She's not carrying as much flesh as she appears. She's just that fit, has that much capacity. Full rib, deep body. I'd like to maybe clean her front end up just a little bit compared to the crossbred heifer next to her, but in terms of just capacity and functionality, I really like the black heifer to start with. The Charlotte heifer next to her, really, really nice heifer, big hip, square rein, really attractive when it gets on the move. Just doesn't have the capacity quite as the one in front of it and the functionality when it comes to being a bred heifer. I think in terms of a market class, it'd be really successful in the future. Both really, really nice stands, and give them a round of applause.
And that would be Haley King first with purple, and then James Phoenix second with purple. After they leave, we'll go to class 11, Leah Donnelly and Max Hunter. Once again, Max Heine and Leah Donnelly to be class 11.
Class 2 of the ground commercial heifers. Another really nice set of heifers here. I'm going to lead off with the heifer with the young man on my left here. Really high quality heifer. I love her in the front there. She holds that head and neck up. She holds that all together on the move. She maybe isn't quite blown apart as the one next to her, but she's a very attractive heifer, very square through her hips and pins. Number 2, and the heifer in second, she's very similar type of tank. The only thing that I don't like about her is she starts to get a little lazy right behind, right across her back and up her shoulders, and she likes to drop that head. And you can see it's just a touch going across that top line. Otherwise, a really nice purple ticket from the
Very good. So Leah Donnelly first with purple, Matt Tiny second with purple. And we'll take you to mix. That's what's great about this 4-H. All the older going to step in and help because they're all in this together here. We're going to need a little time. Matt's going to be in the next class, class 12, Matt Tiny. So he'll switch animals and we'll be right back. And then after that, we'll go with the overall breeding beat and the reserve breeding beat. Once again, class 12 will give you Matt Tiny.
After in this class is the definition of functionality. She's maybe not as blown apart and as fancy as some of the heifers we've seen today, but in terms of just what you want in a basic good monocow, this heifer has all the things you want. She's squirted the ground. She get her on the move, and she holds everything together. She stays attractive. She's really pretty up through that front third, and she's deep bodied. I'd maybe like to see a little more boldness in the rib, but other than that, she's really hard to pick apart. Really, really nice heifer.
Very good. That's Matt Tiny for purple. We're going to do the overall breeding beat, so just give us a second. We got to get all the first place winners out of every class to come back in. I'll read your orders. In class 3, it was Paisley Carter. Class 4, Holden Caskey. Class 5, Miles Lindstrom. Class 6, Paisley Carter. Class 7, Colt Carter. Class 8, Holden Caskey. Class 9, Kaylee Dusty. Class 10 was Haley, and she's in here. Class 11 was Leah Donnelly. And then Class 12, Matt Hines. 3 will be Paisley Carter. Class 4. So in class 11, I was corrected. It was Max Heine on class 11 and Max Heine on class 12. So pickup, this will be the commercial breed heifer reserve and Grand championship class.
Well, finish off our commercial breeding effort. Show 3 really nice heifers that come back in the ring. 3 that are all pretty similar in type and kind. The heifer over on the right hand here, one of the prettiest heifers in the class. Not as blown apart like I said earlier. Maybe not as blown apart and as wide built as the other 2 in the ridge, but a functional, attractive heifer nonetheless. The heifer here in the middle, kind of the balance between the 2 heifers. She's blown apart, she's got capacity, she's an attractive heifer from the side, she's functional when you get her on the move, and then the heifer in the front, up on the left, by far one of the biggest capacity heifer in the class, more moderate built, but an attractive heifer nonetheless. So look out, young man here on my right is going to be a reserve, and then young man here in the middle is going to be a to get around the ball.
Max Heine got grand and reserve. So congratulations, Max. Okay, now our next class we're going to go to is the overall. Now we're going to go back to the overall breeding. So we're going to need Paisley Carter, Bolden Caskey, Miles Lindstrom, Paisley Carter, Colt Carter, Bolden Caskey, and Kaylee Caskey. next judging, I heard we got a new class coming in after the showmanship. We're going to do the senior showmanship. So any parent that wants to show can throw a $5 buy-in, and that goes back to the 4-H. And if that will stay around, we have them judge that. So parents, if you want to try that, we'll do a senior showmanship after the kids are done.
We'll put on a bunch of judges, really chill. There's a handful of heifers in this class, our final grade here that I think can go anywhere in the country and compete. Really high quality heifers. You give yourself a round of applause, kids. You've done a really good job this year. I'm going to finish out with two heifers that I think are pretty similar in the way they're made. Both are extremely functional. Both are blown apart in a rib shape. Both are very attractive heifers that I think someday will go on and produce some really nice calves if you go on and compete elsewhere. They reserve, I'm going to go with this young lady in the middle with the black heifer. I really like the heifer. She's blown apart. She's got a lot of fat. What separates her from the heifer in front of her, though, she's just not as pretty up here. I'd like to clean her up maybe just a little bit for her neck and head. Otherwise, she's one of the big, heaviest capacity, most blown apart heifers in the entire class. Our champion heifer, this young lady with the balding, it's by far the most attractive heifer in the class. And heifer, as soon as she hits the ring, she catches your eye, and it's really hard to get her out of your head. She's as functional as it comes. She's square made. Her feet set perfect. When she gets on the move, she's able to hold it together better than all the other heifers in the class. She's, like I said, really stout made, big functional heifer that's really pretty up in the front third. One of the most attractive heifers in the class today. So we'll give her a round of applause, guys. Thank you very much.
We can head them out. So once again, Taylor Duffy, grand overall, and Taylor Carter, overall. We're going to go into the market booth now. As soon as these guys clear out, great job. So once you guys go again, we're going to go into class 13. This will be Marcus B. Nick Lindstone will be up.
Coming up now is a senior showmanship.
Once again, we're going to be going into class 13. Charlie, Marcus here, Nick Lindstrom.
Started on Martin Chills, really high quality, really attractive Chevrolet steer, long-sided steer, really pretty up through his front turn. You don't see that a lot with the steers that are as heavy also as him. If I can change anything about the steer, I might make him just a little bit more square for his tail head. But other than that, he's a really hard steer to pick apart. Really excited to see this steer in another 30 days or so and put it to market ready.
That'd be Nick Lindstrom with Charlie, Marcus here. Next up, we're going to go to Tyler Jansen with Kansas Grass. This will be next class. This will be class 14.
what class do here is I think we started off with a tail of two steers. I think the young lady steer right here on my right hand side, that's a steer that is ready for market today. It is fed out, it is ready to go to town. The young man steer exact opposite on the other side, he can use a little more. That steer will see a few more shows before it's all said and done. Really attractive steer with the young man steer. Put together, one of the more attractive steers you'll see anywhere you go. They put together really well, very proportional in the way he moves, very fundamentally sound. The young lady steer here on the right hand side, I'd like to clean him up just a little bit in his front end. He's a little coarse, but otherwise another really high quality steer. Just in terms of marketability and the fact that the young man steer could have a few more shows left in him, I'm going to go with the young lady steer here who's ready and it's carrying a touch more flesh to her today. That young man going to straight deck is a very high quality steer there. Give him a round of applause.
First place, Camper Graff, purple. Second place, Tyler Gant, purple. Next up, we're going to go into the Herbert Market Steers. Miles Lindstrom, being class alone.
Really nice low-man Herbert steer here to start class number 2 or 3 of the steers, so excuse me. Very well-made, very functional steer. Gets out, gets around, holds himself together really well. One of the heavier muscle of the Herberts you're going to see. Get really deep, get behind him. This steer is really deep in his rear end. I maybe like to blow him out a little more in his hips, through his hips and his pins. But other than that, he's a long-sided, big top steer. Another really nice, high-quality steer. Gives the young man around his ball.
Good job, Miles Lindstrom, purple. Now we're going to go into the commercial market steers next. And that'll be class 16. We're going to have Evelyn Lynch, Cole Carter, Olivia Lynch, and Jace Phoenix. Once again, class 16 commercial market steers, Evelyn Lynch, Colt Carter, Olivia Lynch, Jace Phoenix.
high quality steer class here that really excited to get these steers out in value. And good to start off the class with this young man's red steer right here. Another it's a really, really powerful, high quality square built steer. You get him out and he moves around, he's able to hold that together with as much width and capacity as he has. He's a heavy muscle steer. He's not quite much ready yet. A few more weeks on him, but he'll be ready to go shortly. Number 2 is this young lady steer right next to her. Really similar in neck and kind in the way they're designed. The steer ahead, the young man steer ahead of it, though, just a little more blown apart, a little square, a little heavier muscle steer. Other than that, just another high quality steer. I'm going to lead off with the young lady here, the third. He's the fleshiest steer in the class. He's closest to being market ready. He is the most moderate steer. I like the way he's designed. He's put together really nicely. I'd like to maybe just grow him up a little bit, extend him out, make him a little bigger frame, compete one ahead of him. The other man here in fourth, another really nice steer. He's just not ready. You get him out on the move, he does get a little post-legged. He's not quite as blown apart as the steers ahead of him. He just needs a little more creep. Other than that, he'll be on his way here shortly too.
Very good. First, JC purple. Second, Olivia Lynch, purple. Evelyn Lynch, third, purple. Cole Carter, fourth, purple. Next up, we're going to go into Class 17. Haley Steenick, Tyler Jansen. Class 17. Haley Steenick, Tyler Jansen.
Well, this class of steers, I think there's one steer here that pretty easily, the water, you look at it pretty easily, sorts himself to stop with that. Excuse me, we're going to start the class with the young lady to my left steer here. That is don't be any more moderate steer. He's really blown apart, got a lot of capacity. He's a heavy muscle steer, and he holds it around. He's got almost an air confidence about him when he gets out, moves about the ring, the way he holds his head, the way he holds himself together. He's a really nice steer that I think can be competitive down the road just about anywhere you go. This young man steer too is the longer sided, bigger frame steer, but he's not quite as full apart as the steer ahead of him. I'd like to drop into his flank just a touch and tuck up that front end just and clean it up just a bit. But otherwise, another really high quality steer. Just give both of them a round of applause.
Very good. Haley King, first purple. Tyler Jansen, second purple. I'm going to give Tyler a second. He's going to come right back in class 18. Tyler Jansen, we'll give him. And then we're going to go overall reserve commercial market steer. So let's see. Jay Phoenix in the first class needs to be ready. Haley Phoenix needs to be ready. And then Tyler will come and just stay in the ring. And after that, we'll go back into the overall market B, and let's see what Nick, Cambry, and Miles come back in with the winners of the commercial market B. Once again, this is class 18. Tyler Jansen is making his way in.
High quality steer that I would definitely say is getting, if not market ready, close to market ready. This steer is really hard to pick apart. You know, he's deep body, heavy muscle steer. He's a little more moderate made, but that doesn't hurt anything with how he's put together. His only flaw in the community, you get him out of the move, he gets a little weak on the back passers. Other than that, I can't find flaw this steer too hard. This young man will be a purple guy.
Tyler, first place purple. If you just want to park here, you'll stay in here for overall reserve, and we'll get to see it. So if you just want to stay in the ring, sure can. And then we'll need Jay Phoenix and Haley Phoenix to come in. And then we'll do the overall reserve commercial market here.
Virtual Steer Show. Three really high quality steers in the ring. I think there's two of them here that kind of separate themselves in terms of good condition, and then Marcus Early and getting ready. I have some two black steers over on the right hand side. I'm going to start out talking about the young man Charlotte here. A really nice steer, high quality, hard to vault, but compared to get alongside the two heavier condition steers next to him, and he just doesn't quite have the power to compete with him today. Like we said before in the half show, he's another steer that I'm really, really excited to see in another 30 days or so after one more feed. Young man steer here is going to be our reserve champion, reserve crossbred, commercial. A really hard, really nice steer. Mark is really finished steer. You get him on the mojo, and what really kills him is those back pastures, just a touch weight, but as we say in Sailor, that doesn't hurt him where he's going. For steer to know, excuse me, is a grand champion. He's a steer that's really hard to pick apart. Big steer, or big muscle, heavy muscle steer, a lot of capacity. You get him out of the move and hold himself together beautifully, like I said before. And he's a steer that I think can get a lot of places and be extremely competitive. So give him all around the applause. Congratulations, man.
Very good. So, grand champion Haley Steen, reserve Tyler Jensen, and then Jay Steele. So, now we're going to go over all market fees. So, Haley, you can stay in here and go out. Either way, go out and come back in. We're going to need Mick Lindstrom. We're going to need Amber Graff, Miles Lindstrom, and then Haley Steele. This will be for the overall. Once again, Mick Lindstrom and Charlotte, Amber Graff and Virginia, Miles Lindstrom and Herbert, and then Haley Steele in the commercial. And after he picks the winner, we're going to go take a quick little break for stuff to get selected, and then we're going to go to the senior showmanship, then junior, and then beginner. And then we'll do the senior after that.
thank you guys for having me here today. It's been really fun to get to the show. Really high quality cattle show. I got to look at some really good-looking steers today. And I think there's one steer in particular that really makes himself stand out above all the others. He's a big, powerful, good, bold rib steer, put together in the right ways. And I think most of you know what you want to talk about. You heard me talk before. I won't waste too much of your time, and I'll go ahead and pick the chicken.
Congratulations. Now we're going to bring in Tyler Jansen. Since he was the second in the show, he's going to come back in, and then the judge will do reserve. Once again, Hayward Skin, Laurel Brand. We'll get Tyler set up here. And we'll go over the reserve. Tyler Jansen will be your overall champion. Give everybody a round of applause and the cattle in that. Let's have you talk a little bit here.
Reserve steer, that's really similar to our champion steer overall. I think what really hurts this steer is that in terms of mobility factor, you get CMR because master sort of just a little bit of head, no little bit of that house front today. Other than that, really high quality steer, really well put together. Just get another round of applause. They deserve what they do.
So we'll get everything back like this, and we'll start the senior showmanship. We're going to start with Taylor Steven, Evelyn Lynch, Mick Lindstrom, Trayton Law, and Sadie Dahl. Once again, we got a thing, beach show sponsor today, Southeast Farm Co-op, Lakers Lawn Body Shop, Spring Heavy Machines, Federal Center Construction, Running and Michael going in the buckets, Tractor Supply Running, Horse Show, Chuck and Corey Conley, and everybody that's helped out, volunteers, people cleaning, picking stuff up, all appreciated. Tonight, Derby, 7 p.m., gates open at 5. We have the high odds today at 4 p.m. Everybody goes to the Trey County Youth Trust Fund for local scholarship. Highlight to do something like the car show, salsa, the Chase of the Store Club Final, Great Plains Zoo Motor, watermelon beef, and then the Derby. So stick around, plenty of stuff to do. We'll get the showmanship going here as soon as everybody's plugged in. It should be a couple minutes, and we'll go from there. Thank you. did, I hope that will stay and do this, but after all the showmanship, we're going to do a senior showmanship. It's $5 a pair. They're just going to do cattle, and we'll see how they can get the dust off the cover and see if they can do the kids here. But it's just a way to raise money, and I think the parents kind of want to do it more than anything, so we'll see how that goes.
lot of fun getting to talk to these kids today in our senior class. I asked them a handful of questions, and I think probably anybody senior showman that should probably know if they've been doing this for any short time. The first question I asked is, what's the animal work today for yourself? We're dealing with one of the highest markets of all time, and we're going to stay there for a while. It's a fun time to see the capitalism. None of you guys can answer that one for me. So they're just, yeah, quick Google search. They'll be able to tell you. It's really important. Chesapeake, if you knew that the main Chesapeake, and that's a good thing. Typical animal weight and what they, how many pounds a day they eat, that's also something you guys can know if you have any bigger fields. Everyone of you did a really good job. Happy to see somebody out here. Our grand champion gentleman is going to go to the young man here in the middle, and our reserve is going to be the young lady right next to him. So let's give him a round of applause.
So, grand champion, Mick Lindstrom. And reserve, Evelyn Lynch. A round of applause. After they clear out, we're going to go into the junior showmanship. We're going to have Tyler Jansen, Kaylee Gotti, Olivia Lynch, and Jake Keenan. Just the thing when we get to beginners, since this is a great thing to have, we have quite a few beginner showmanship. So we're going to have 2 classes of 4. He's going to kind of take the top 2, and then we're going to bring them back in for a 3rd class. Not going to give the top 2, and then we'll pick the reserve and grand out of that.
Well, my hats off to all four of these dudes out here. They, most of them knew the answers to every question that I had for them. I had the same questions that I had before. It's really exciting to see young members of the livestock industry actually know the facts and the stuff. So congratulations, guys. I'm going to pick my grad reserve in this class, and I have you two come back for the final grad. Everybody did a really good job. You know, guys, just keep practicing with your animals, especially. Every one of them can tell there's a lot of work with your animals and does a really good job. That being said, my grad reserve in this class, young lady right there, and the young man on the far side are going to come back later. Thank you.
I want to thank everybody. That's Kaylee Gussie for Grant, Tyler Jansen for. So the next step we're going to do is beginners. So we're going to have 2 heats if we have 8 of them. And the first heat will be Cole, Miles, and Bolden, and Jackson. And then he's going to pick the top 2. The next heat will do again, top 2, and then the top 2 will come in on the third draft, and then we'll pick the third round like that. And then after the beginner showmanship, we'll get a little break, and I think we'll do the super senior, ARP, whatever, the showmanship after that. And you guys can stay seated. I think we'll change the plans. We're going to do the senior out in the lawn here, do all at once, and just have a good time. And I told you to hoot and holler to these guys, right? A little bit. Yeah. So, anyway, we'll get the beginners in, and we'll keep the show rolling. Thank you.
was impressed with how much the kids actually do. They do more than the seniors do. So, props up, they have a good job on the net and making sure they know right before they come in the ring with the answers to your questions. But other than that, I'm going to pick two here that'll come back for our final grab here. It'll be the young man right here in the middle and the young man right next to him. Good job, guys.
So we have Miles and Holden coming back, and then we'll have the next four come in.
Hey, did he
So we'll have
place?
the next group come in, it'll be Paisley, Cameron,
Okay,
Max,
then he's
and
good.
Leo.
Then he's good.
And then Miles
Yep,
and
then he's
Holden,
good.
just stay kind of close, and we'll pick two, and we'll have them
I
come
think it
back
was
in
those two.
after this
Okay.
class.
Okay. Okay.
we'll want to really extend here for kids to work with. A lot of them know their stuff. Just like the first class, you know, they seem really well studied up. A lot of them know exactly what they're doing. Have a couple kids out here that want to be a little harder for these kids today. That's all right. Days get long and they're getting hot. For our final grade, I'm going to have the young lady on the end come back and the young man right here. Good job, kids.
So, Max and Casey, taking the ring and clearing the 2 out, we will bring in Miles and Holden, and then we will pick our grand reserve international leadership. Once again, we'll have Miles and Holden, Max and Casey. We should be good for Miles and Holden now coming.
Second one coming in the arena. Looks like it's Holden. Match, follow Paisley.
Once again, after he takes grand reserve, give a little time for the senior on the draft here. So please stick around. See what it's supposed to do.
Well, once again, I'd like to thank everybody for having me out. It's been a lot of fun. Watching your beginners showing that you've got a bright future here at the county fair. There's a lot of really high quality showing out here. Worked with them on a few things. First one, big ring awareness. You know, it's a big ring, maybe not hold the circle so tight as we're circling. You know, eye contact with the judge, simple things to work on. Other than that, you guys do a really, really good job. And once again, thank you for having me. So I'll go ahead and pick the grand reserve. Our grand champion show is going to be this young lady right here, and our reserve is going to be a young man out there. Good job, guys. Job was really good.
Once again, please declare the grand reserve. So, since everybody's sticking around, I'd like to thank Ms. Tattle. Thank you very much. Thank you, judges. I hope you stick around 2 years and maybe we'll have Robin and Wesley. Thank you. So we'll get a little break. Stick around. We'll get this set up and he can probably judge from here. Or go
That wraps it up for the Beef Show, and then we got the Round Robin Show in about 45 minutes, followed up by the Buddy Show at 1:30, and then right after that is going to be the Fashion Review at 3. I'm going to go find something to eat, maybe at our corporate sponsor, Hy-Vee Vermilion.
Hy-Vee Vermilion is the proud sponsor of the Clay County Fair. For fresh, locally grown produce, hand-cut meats, specialty meats, frozen foods complete with any pizza you want, and a dairy department that has everything you need, it's Hy-Vee Vermilion. Stop by the Hy-Vee kitchen for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Donuts, rolls, and freshly made salads and sandwiches too. Snacks, drinks, and more. Starbucks coffee too. Hy-Vee Vermilion invites you to join in the fun at the Clay County Fair. And when you need ice, food, or drink, Hy-Vee is located right across Cherry Street from the Clay County Fairgrounds.